raining in Mumbai, and you can see a large number of Shiv Sainiks. They've surrounded Uddhav Thackeray's car. Uddhav Thackeray, his wife Rashmi Thackeray, son Aditya Thackeray, they're all traveling together in these vehicles heading home to Matoshri from Varsha, to their own residence from the official residence of the Chief Minister. As Saurav Akhtania was pointing out, these images really in a way are an emotional show of strength. But what about numbers on ground? Numbers on ground, as Saurav Akhtania was just telling us, the Shiv Sena has 55 members in the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, 35 plus or thereabouts. Between 32 to 35, 36 are supporting Eknath Shinde, and just about close to 18 to 20 are with the Uddhav Thackeray camp as of now. And Saurabh, that question arises, as some analysts have been asking, they could very well be taking this question, which is the real Shiv Sena, which is the Shiv Sena that's following the Hindutva ideology of Bala Saheb Thackeray in the right earnest, Saurabh? As you can see in these images, Shiv Sainiks flank Uddhav Thackeray's car as he goes home, while he will take some solace from the fact that a large number of Shiv Sainiks are here supporting him. But what about numbers and the all-important numbers game? How does that stack up? Can he still pull a rabbit out of the hat and get those 35 with Eknath Shinde once again back in the Shiv Sena fold, or the Thackeray faction fold? I want to cut across to India Today's Pankaj Upadhyay for more on this. Pankaj, an emotional appeal, great optics, but is this actually a signal that's going out to those 35 plus MLAs in Guwahati, if they're watching this, that Shiv Sainiks are with Uddhav Thackeray?
Well, Gaurav, throughout the day we've seen, scene completely changed as far as Mumbai is concerned. In the noon time, it was Sanjay Raut who had clearly said through his message that the way political developments were taking place in Mumbai, it clearly seemed that the assembly would be dissolved. It was going in that very direction. But in the evening time, just an hour back, Sanjay Raut, after his meeting with Uddhav Thackeray, maintained that Uddhav Thackeray will not resign. First of all, he said there was no discussion and there was no question on Eknath Shinde being made the Chief Minister. And he has also said, if the need be, then the Shiv Sena will prove the majority in the floor of the House. And while Uddhav Thackeray, addressing the state, clearly maintained that he had no lust for power and that he was ready to leave Varsha, that is the official bangla for Matoshri. And that was a very calculated statement made by Uddhav Thackeray, having realized that if he moves from Varsha to Matoshri, the place which has an emotional value as well, it is going to ring with the rank and file. It is going to ring with the cadres, which Uddhav Thackeray badly needs right now, because he realizes that the entire plot is slipping out of his hand. Because if the number goes, which remains to be the most essential aspect in politics, clearly Eknath Shinde is very slowly inching towards the magical figure of 37, which is required for him to form a separate party. And if at all he has that number, he can well approach the governor and then call in for a special session as well. And then perhaps we could see the BJP jumping in as well. But for now, Uddhav Thackeray has played a very calculated and a smart move, if I may say, because Matoshri clearly has that emotional value for all the Shiv Sainiks as well. It is the place of the residence of Balasaheb Thackeray,
Yes.
which has all the memories of Balasaheb Thackeray. It is the very place where Uddhav Thackeray grew, and this is a clear signal at this point of time to all the rank and file that he is not concerned about the power. He's
So
not
he's saying it's
concerned
back to
in
the
any
roots.
way,
He's going back to Matoshri, an indication that he's going back to his roots. But Saurabh, going back to roots is the issue that Eknath Shinde also raises. Eknath Shinde says, let's get back to the Hindutva of Balasaheb Thackeray. And on that count, is Uddhav Thackeray able to come up to expectations of the Shiv Seniks?
Gaurav, it is going to be really very difficult because let me tell you that over 35 of the MLAs are with the camp of Eknath Shinde, and Eknath Shinde, even he is the most trustworthy, is the most loyal person in Shiv Sena. So to match up that stretcher, it will be really very much difficult. Let me tell you, just let me show you the visuals outside the Matoshi. Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has entered his residence Matoshi, and now the Shiv Seniks are leaving. क्या कहेंगे जिस तरीके से आज हालात है शिवसेना में, क्या होगा आगे, क्या लगता है?
ये हालात कुछ है ही नहीं, किसी के जाने से आने से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। हम सब ये सब आप गर्दी देख रहे हो, ये सब शिव सैनिक उद्धव साहब के पीछे कंधे से कंधा लड़ा के रहेंगे। हम लोग का आखिरी साथ जो होती है वो आखिरी साथ उद्धव साहब के साथ रहेंगे।
जो लोग छोड़कर गए हैं अभी इस वक्त गुवाहाटी में मौजूद है, एकनाथ शिंदे भी बड़े सीनियर लीडर है शिवसेना के, उनके बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
उनके बारे में उद्धव साहब समर्थ है कहने के लिए, हम कुछ कहेंगे नहीं, लेकिन हम सब है वो उद्धव साहब के पीछे आखिरी सांस तक रहेंगे।
सरकार बचा पाएगी शिवसेना?
सरकार बचा पाएंगे ना, वो हम बोलेंगे, हम उद्धव साहब ठाकरे के साथ में हमेशा शिवसेना के हमारे पक्ष प्रमुख हैं, हम उनके साथ हमेशा खड़े रहेंगे।
तस्वीरें देखें किस तरीके से नारेबाजी हो रही है, नारेबाजी हो रही है। ये कह रहे हैं, व्हाट दे आर ट्राइंग टू से राइट नाउ इज दैट कम वॉट में दे आर गोइंग टू सपोर्ट चीफ मिनिस्टर उद्धव ठाकरे। जिस तरीके के हालात है इस वक्त, क्या शिवसेना अपनी सरकार बचा पाएगी?
शिवसेना अपनी सरकार बचा पाएगी। उद्धव जी का नेतृत्व और शरद पवार साहब का जो मार्गदर्शन है, शिवसेना अपने जितने भी विधायक गए हैं, दबाव में आके गए हैं, वो सब वापस आने वाले, हमें विश्वास है
वापस आएंगे,
वो पक्का वापस आएंगे। वो शिवसेना के दबाव में
आना ही है उनको, आना ही है बचाओ, हाँ आना ही है उनको, कट्टर शिवसैनिक आना ही है उनको।
what they are saying that they are Shivsainik and they will come back, but this is the ground situation at the moment. They are the workers over here.